guys know, this is Lucy. She's the Lab Malinois. Malinois? Okay, so she's a Lab Belgian Malinois mix, which has become Lab Malinois mix. How do we put Labrador and Belgian Malinois? A Malinois? She's a Malinois. That's what we're going to say. One thing that you see, she has one ear that's up. She's got one ear that comes down. I'm really, really hoping she stays that way the whole way that she grows. This should really show the Lab and the Belgian Malinois. The Malinois. I don't know. You guys think of something and let me know because it's just really cute. I want to talk to you guys today about the sit command. With her, I'm actually going to train her in numbers. Okay, so instead of saying sit, we're going to say 1, lay down will be 2, stand will be 3, so on and so forth. We're going to teach her in numbers. She is going to be a service dog, but because she's 4 months right now, we're going to go through all the training for the next year. And basically, we're going to do progress reports every month on her, just so you guys can kind of see how to train. This is going to be for service dog work, but it's the same thing as pet work, right? There's not a big difference in it. There's a couple things that we're going to teach. You don't have to teach your dog, which really you don't have to teach your dog any of this. But it's fun and exciting, and dogs need a job, so why not? All right, well, let's get started, Lucy. Come on, come here. I like to start my dogs in a standing position. Lucy. That's starting a recall, but we'll talk about that at a different time. And then, good. So to get them into a position, normally all you have to do is take your piece of food and lure it up, and they put their butt down. Once she's in that position, I'm just going to treat the heck out of her. Like, this is so good, not giving her a chance to get up or do anything different. And then you say, okay, throw the food somewhere for her to go get. Lucy! When she comes back, I'm saying her name. That starts the recall, which recall is something that takes a super long time to do. It's best to do it as soon as you can with the puppy and just be ridiculously consistent over it. Come here. Good girl. So again, just in position. Good. And then she gets a piece of food, piece of food, piece of food. We've been doing this for a couple of days, so I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit. But what we just did without naming it and everything, that's a couple of days, okay? I do 3 sessions a day, 15 minutes each. So 15 minutes in the morning, afternoon, and at lunch. Since she's 4 months, I'm still feeding her 3 times a day. So that makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, so it's about 45 minutes a day of training. That's really it. Because then she's also doing a lot of other training. She's socializing with other dogs. She's still potty training, still doing other things. But this very intentional training right here is kind of what I'm talking about. So after a couple of days, you have her in position. You're giving her little pieces of food. Like, this is a position. This is good. Then you can name it. And we're going to name it with numbers. So 1 piece of food. 1 piece of food. 1. 1. 1. Okay. Good job. Lucy. Good girl. All right, do it again. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Okay. And there you go. Try to say your command exactly the same every single time and say it in a very conversational tone. If you're always going, 1, then that's what they're gonna know. They're not gonna know 1. They're just gonna know 1. And who says 1 like that ever? There you go. So conversationally, 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Okay. There you go. So right there, we're looking on her recall, her sit command, and her release command. Come on. The release command is super important because that's what's going to go with her implied stay. There you go. Normally, you can be standing, but she's super small, and not that I'm very tall, but I'm tall compared to her, and my back hurts, and she's little, and we're going to work on it this way with me sitting down. Okay. 1. Good girl. 1. 1. 1. 1. Okay. Very good. When you are doing food, so I have food that's about this big, and I'm breaking this piece, if you guys can see it pretty well, up into like 3. For these puppies, you want to give them a paycheck, but you want to give them only the paycheck that they will work for. So just like if you were the CEO of a company and you needed to cut costs, you're going to, unfortunately, pay your people as little as possible. But she's also getting paid in like shelter and love and absolutely everything else. She only has to really work for her food a little bit, for like 25% of her food. So she's fine. But I'm still going to paycheck her with as little of a paycheck that I possibly can, as long as she's engaged and she's happy and she's working for it. One. Okay. A lot of people are saying, like, don't use food. You don't want to do that. Like, then they'll only work for food and you'll have to have food on you all the time. Lucy, I do have food on me all the time, but that's just because I like food. Yeah, I like food. I always have food on me. But then also, you do gradually get away from it. You know, so I'm going to say one piece of food. She's still learning it. She doesn't have to get it all the time, but she's also 4 months old. So we'll gradually get into that. One thing to know too, she's not coming after the food. She knows that I have this food, but she's not coming after it. She is waiting for me to give it to her. One, and she's taking it respectfully. One, okay. Well, there you guys have it. If you have any questions on how to get your dog to go into a sit command or how that looks, Lucy, they want to see you, not me, honey. Good girl. Lucy. And that's what I'm going to be doing with her for about a month. We're not going to get into down real quick. I'm going to stick with the sit command really well for a couple weeks. And then we'll start with the down command. And then you guys will be able to see that too. Lucy. There you go. Lucy. That's how you do recall. Lucy. There you go. It starts real close to you. You don't have to start with distance. Don't start with distance. It won't work. Start as close as you possibly can. Very good. All right. Say goodbye. Say bye. Remember to play with your puppy's feet all the time. Yes. All right. Say bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day, guys. Let's train some dogs.